Hey pre-calc, sorry I'm not there today. I have a sick baby at home, but I know that we have a test tomorrow, and wanted to make sure that you guys knew how to do number 3 and 4. So I wanted to walk through this with you. So I made a quick video. Number 3, there's going to be one like this, very similar to this, on your test tomorrow. So you're going to need to be able to draw it. So I want to make sure that you know how to do that today to remind you of that. So let's get started. Okay, a plane flies 1,200 miles with a bearing from city A to city B. So let's start off with that. So if you have, change colors here, if you have city A, okay, and so it's gonna fly 1,200 miles bearing north 52 degrees west. So that means it's gonna start flying north. Well, it's like flying north, so this is how you're gonna draw it. Then it's gonna turn 52 degrees west. So you need to think of your city A like a compass. So that's the first thing that you need to do. So you have north, south, east, and west. So when we're drawing this, it's gonna start like it's going north. So go ahead and draw north, and then you're gonna turn west 52 degrees. So let me see if I can draw 52 degrees. I'm gonna try that again, more like that. And so that's 52 degrees. Okay, so that's our first one. So that length is 1,200 miles. So let's say that is city B. Okay, so now at city B, I'm going to do the same thing, because now we're going to turn, and it's going to go from city B to city C with a bearing of south 20 degrees west. So I'm going to go ahead, and on here I'm going to make B act like a compass, and you have north, south, east, and west. I'm going to get rid of these after we draw this. But so now this time we're going to go fly south. So you might want to look at this bottom screen, because it's going to show up a little bit better. So it's going to zoom in more. So you're going to fly south, and then you're going to turn 20 degrees west. So we have something like that. So our angle right here is 20 degrees. And then we have a length of 800 miles. Okay, so I'm hoping you can get that started, at least. I'm going to make this, I'm going to blow this up a little bit. I'll make this a little bigger. Okay, so that's 800 miles. So now we're trying to find the distance from C to A. So I'm going to draw this line. I'm going to make it pink. Now, it's not supposed to necessarily be a straight line, which it's not. So we can't assume that it's 90 degrees. 180 degrees. So maybe I should draw this. Get rid of this. It's probably more realistic if we say it looks like this. City C. So it wants us to find that point right there. That length from city C to city A. So here comes a little bit of a confusing part. It's, how do we know what our angles are? We can't assume that this is complementary or supplementary. We can't say 90 minus 52 and get that angle. Can't do that. We can't assume that they are supplementary. But what we can assume is, if you look at this as this north is and this north, north is north, it's going to be a straight line. So notice that this 52 degrees and this right here are cut by this transversal line. So we can say that this neon green angle is also 52 degrees because they're alternate interior angles. So I'll write that down. Alternate interior angles. So if you can't see that, have a neighbor help you out. So I know somebody's going to be able to see that. So your north and north are going to be parallel lines, and then this 1,200 miles is going to be your transversal. So two parallel lines cut by a transversal. You can say that this 52 and this 52 are the same angles, alternate interior angles. Okay, so now we know we can say that 20 plus 52 is going to equal 72 degrees. So we know that this angle B is equal to 72 degrees. So hopefully everybody can see that. Now once we have that, we can use law of cosines to determine everything else. So we're looking for side B, so side B squared is equal to, well, we know 800 squared plus 1,200 squared minus 2 times 800 times 1,200, and then remember is times the cosine of the angle across from side B, which would be 72 degrees. Okay, so now you guys do the math. I will post my work online on our Google Classroom after I get done with it. Okay, so we now can set up, let's move on to 4. So Tom, David, and Henry are camping in their tents. If the distance between Tom and David is 153 feet. So let's just, we know it's gonna form a triangle somehow. So let's say Tom and David, it doesn't say anything about the angles, so we can just draw, make that straight. We can draw 153, 3. And this is Dave. And then between Tom and Henry is 201 feet, something like so. So what's the difference between Dave and Henry? So we need to know this distance. Oh no, it tells us this distance. Okay, so it tells us this distance is, let me go back, color. It tells us this distance is 175 feet. And it says, what is the angle from Dave to Henry? From Dave to Henry to Tom. Okay, so it wants to know Dave to Henry to Tom. It wants to know this angle right here. So what is the angle from D to H to D? So let's solve this, and we can use, again, law of cosines for this. So we don't know what that angle is, so we do know the side across from the unknown angle is 153 squared is equal to all the other sides squared, the sum of them, minus, I'm going to run out of room here, minus 2 times the others. That should be 201. I'll just multiply it down here, 201 times the cosine of angle H. And then I'll work this out for you later also, and I'll upload that. But at least that gets you started. At least that shows you how to draw the pictures. And once you draw the pictures, then you can figure out law of cosines to work them out. Okay, 5 through 9, I'll work these out, but on your test, the directions will be clarified more. It'll say, determine the number of triangles and then find the indicated measurement. So it wasn't really clear here. So I know on like number 5, I think that you guys struggled with, wait, you got some errors on your calculator. And I think that was the one that was a no triangle, that or 6. I'm not sure. I don't remember which one. But anyway, you have to determine the number of triangles first because these are our SSA pictures. So this is the one that you have to use, you have to think about ambiguous cases. All right, guys, I will post this later. I will post this key later. Hope you guys have a good day. I will be available Friday morning. If you guys need help, just let me know. Email me or post a comment on Google Classroom. Have a great day. Bye.